What's up guys, Huso7 here, and today I've got a video to show you that stats have been added to Titanfall 2. And stats have been tracked from day one for most things, so you will be able to see your, overall kill to death ratio against players and against AI. Some things have, weirdly enough, not been tracked correctly since day one. So if you want to go to your stats, you actually go to Callsign, and then it's right here. And I'm going to just take you through. I'm very happy they added these. I actually made a video saying how I thought this was a major feature that was left out. So if you go to overall, you can see your time played, games played, your games won, your win percent, your time MVP, and the time that you scored in the top 3. So there's a brief look at my stats. I'm just about to cross into the 24-hour mark, so 1 day of game time played. I will have that probably after this next game that I'm going to play here soon. And so you can see that's what my stats look like for my first day of gameplay. It shows you the most kills, it shows you your most used weapon, and it also shows you most efficient. So you can see that even though I've used the carbine the most, I actually got more kills with the Spitfire, which makes sense because I've got so much more ammo with it. Now here we've got kills as pilot on the left and kills as Titan on the right in the bottom section, and both of these again have been tracked since day one. So the 1700 pilot kills that I've got, that has been since tracked from the very beginning. Even though stats weren't live in the game, all the stats were being tracked. So this is kind of the overview, and you can see on the very right side your kill to death ratio versus this includes AI, and then on the bottom it's specifically against human players. So there's a look at my stats. Just like that was in Titanfall 1, you can see time played by various class, by various Titan. I'm sure I'm going to get some hate here for 96% played as Tone, but I kind of want to feel like I said that I thought Tone was going to be the best Titan even before the game was out, so just from watching the videos and stuff. So I'm trying not to sound all hipster, but I think that I said Tone was going to be the best even before really everyone else knew it was going to be the best. But anyway, I just think that Tone's a great Titan, and I have a lot of fun playing with them. And you can see that I've played 95% of my games in attrition. So I've played a couple of Coliseum, I played some Bounty Hunt and some Amped Hardpoint, but most of the time I've just been playing classic attrition. So there's your stats by time. You can get some more breakdown by weapons here, and mine are going to be pretty empty because I really haven't branched out very much. I'm just going to go down here to my R201 because this is really what I've been using the most. And you can see here your time used, shots fired, critical hits, your total kills. Again, you can see that kind of on the overall, but this you can get a specific breakdown of each gun, and you can actually see, look at all these guns I haven't even tried yet. So I'll need to get this more filled out here when I can, because you can actually, there's a lot of guns here that are available that I'm definitely going to want to try out. But I've just been using my R201 so much because I love it. Here you can see your Titan usage, so I'll go to Tone again because that's the one that I've been using the most. Now this is an interesting thing, is that it says cores earned 10, and this was actually pointed out to me. Shout out to my brother and partner that I play with on live streams, Delenith, who pointed out that this stat was not tracked obviously from the beginning. So I've definitely earned more than 10 salvo cores. I mean, I feel like there's been games when I've used 3 or 4, so definitely earned more than 10 salvo cores. This has only been tracking since the stats were launched, and so it has not been tracked from the beginning. But it does look like the time used and the shots and the critical hits were tracked correct, as well as your kills and everything. So I'm not sure why cores used in particular was not tracked correctly, but it doesn't look like it was. So here you can get a specific breakdown. You can see I've also used the ion, so you can see how your various Titans compare, and you can see which Titans you really dominate with, which ones you're maybe a little bit weaker with. Here, like I've never even used Ronin, so you can see here and to get an idea about which Titan you want to play with. And last, just some miscellaneous, just some kind of fun things. You can see how many times you got that first strike. You can see how many times you dropped a Titan. You can see how many times you got a kill while ejecting, how many times you went for the evac, etc. So this is just kind of like a little fun thing. And again here, one thing on this page that looks like it is not tracking correctly is boosts. I've definitely used more than 17 boosts. I use basically 1, if not 2 or 3 boosts every single game. So that number should be in the hundreds. And the fact that it shows 17 does not appear to have been tracking correctly. It looks like everything else on this page did track correctly. Successful attempts, successful evacs 11 and evac attempts 16. Those are low, but that's because I win most of my games. Not, you know, humbrag there, but that's just what happens. So it looks like everything was being tracked correctly except for boost activated and the number of times that your cores were activated as a Titan. So there you have it. That's how you can find your stats in Titanfall 2. I am so happy that they added this. This was a big requested feature, particularly by me. I made a whole video saying that I wanted to see this feature, and they added it to the game. So there you have it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to click that like button if you learned something new in the video, and you can subscribe to stay up to date on all of my future Titanfall 2 content. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate it.